Even God's not perfect. Well, I'm bald, right? And I want to get that razor that shaves my head. That's my goal. So link myself with merchandise that I can talk about, that I use, that I know people would like. So now you're an influencer, you're a marketer, and now you got the funnel of YouTube done. Welcome to AAcreation911 podcast. In this episode, we delve into a range of topics, including the weather and the traffic in San Diego, artificial intelligence, spirituality, and the origins of religion. We discuss Christianity and Islam and explore the concept of balance between the spiritual and the material world. My guest is a surfer, shares insight on some of the best suits for San Diego, where year-round surfing is possible.
How you doing?
Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
Something for Edgar?
Yep. At Encinitas.
Encinitas, you got it.
Thank you.
How you doing? How's the flight?
Good.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad considering, but it's crazy crowded.
Yeah, I'm noticing. I think people are coming back from vacation.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Raining here, huh?
Yeah, a couple of days. It's interesting. It's like heating up somewhere else, and it's raining here. We need the rain here, though.
For sure. Yeah, I missed that cold spell on the East Coast, and then it was warm there. You come in here, now it's raining. It was like 70 when I left.
In the East Coast?
No, here.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah. I left about a week ago, and it was 70 degrees, and then I guess I missed the storm here. This is probably the tail end of it.
That's good. I mean, you didn't want to get caught in that storm. I heard it was nasty. Weather is changing, man.
For sure. I definitely feel it.
I look at it long term. You got to be in the mountains where it's cooler long term, or you got to be like air conditioned now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard for me to figure it out because, we're just individuals, and if you look at it as a global Earth, dude, it's nothing we can do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, recycling and doing little conservation with power and energy that we do is probably the best we can do.
Yeah.
That's a gorgeous day, though. Look.
Yeah, it's nice. Even it's overcast. Still nice out here.
Dude, this city is so photographic. My background's in photography, and I can't stop taking videos and pictures after rides. I'll drop people off and I'll come back and I'm just taking pictures, taking video. It's just so beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's like a painting, man. Look at that.
I know.
That's gonna be.
Look nice when it's done, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know why they're extending this. My vote would have been put a brand new airport in 20 miles away.
Yeah.
Where there's more land, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's something iconic about landing in San Diego.
Dude, yeah, come on. Yeah. I heard it's a hard landing when it rains and it's cloudy.
Yeah, it's weird because it came in the other way, which is odd. The way the wind was shoving, it came in heading that way as opposed to coming in this way.
Yeah, I noticed that. Look, all the flights are going this way. Yeah. Normally they drop in this way. So I guess when it's cloudy or windy, or
the wind shifted. Yeah.
You grew up here in San Diego?
I actually grew up in Virginia, but I've lived here longer than I lived in Virginia.
Okay.
So it fixes it home now. I can officially say this is my home.
Man, this is a good place to be. I talk to my passengers and I ask them, tell me a big city like San Diego, anywhere in the world that's functioning, weather, food, work, Navy, what other big city is like this?
Yeah.
It's hard for me to come up with a functioning city.
Yeah, it'd be tough. It really would. Because from here, you have still access to a lot of things that most nice cities don't. You know, like you still can either at the beach, you can still
Mm-hmm.
go snowboarding if you want. You know,
Got the desert.
to the desert. Yeah.
Got skydiving.
Yep. Like you got access to another country if you want it.
Mm-hmm. You're by the beach, so it's cooler.
Yeah.
You can go in the desert.
There's not a lot of cities like this, that's for sure. I mean, it ain't perfect, but but it's nice.
I think nothing's perfect.
Yeah.
Even God's not perfect. Actually, that was the hardest realization I had for myself, was like we're made in the image of our Creator, and then if you look at it, I mean, this is it. It's light and dark. It's both. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's
man.
like, I grew up brainwashed thinking God is good, God is love, and everything is positive, and then at some point you realize, no, man, it's both.
Yeah.
Like, artificial intelligence is neutral, but when we use it for defense, it could be the next big atomic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is the next big atomic weapon, because it can just keep sending drones and knock out whatever you want.
It's crazy, right?
It is, but it's going to bring us together as humanity. I think either we come together and stop doing wars and stupid stuff that we're doing with each other, or we're going to create something that's going to wipe ourselves out.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of...
We're definitely in some crazy times, aren't we?
I think the leaders are, not us.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm fine. Like, I'm spiritual. I'm religious. I serve. I do my part.
Yeah.
Not to be arrogant, but I'm saying, like, you can't find a harder job than Uber.
Yeah.
And and it's service as well as income, so it's doing both. And then what they do, man, it's like, it's scary, because they're not intelligent.
Yeah.
It's like, I find it weird. Like, I don't think they have a heart, because it took me a long time to figure out, like, how can you keep doing this to your country back and forth?
Yeah.
And then why do these people live to be so old? Right? Like, you got to look between the lines. Like, look, Biden's 80s. Trump is, he's in his 70s. And then even these other leaders, like Dianne Feinstein and these families, man.
Yeah.
Then I look back, like, at the Queen. Queen just passed away, and now there's a king. And I'm like, oh, my God. It's these generations of religious leaders and political leaders that are still in power.
Yeah.
They just know because they breed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Those people have means, I mean, I think there's something to that in the longevity.
I don't know, man.
Things change slowly.
Very slowly. Yeah. But I think, like, personally, it's more about me and my reality.
Yeah.
Now it's not about... I mean, there's a global picture, and we are supposed to be aware of it. But I think the ultimate test is just you and your mind and your body and your health and your family and your circle and your day-to-day present moment stuff, right?
Yep, for sure. Yeah, I'm with that. You know if it's supposed to be like this all week? Like kind of cloudy and overcast? Or?
It is.
I haven't seen the forecast at all, so I don't even know what we're looking at here.
A couple more days. I was in the mountains. It was raining. Then it cleared up. And then it's raining here. And then you can see the sun over there.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
So I think it's showing what I saw till the weekend. It was on and off. And that's, like, I just looked a couple days ahead. But I heard somebody say that there was a huge storm that's passing through, and there's one coming from Sacramento. And then...
it's coming this way?
No, I think this is it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then I think the East Coast is done and it's heating up. So they're saying is some weird shift happening. So there's going to be, I don't know, there's some weird stuff happening. But I think a couple more days, and then generally San Diego clears up. You've been here.
Yeah.
We don't, I've never seen it. I've been here for 2 years, and I haven't seen it rain this long.
Where'd you come from?
Inland Empire.
Okay.
Not too far away.
Oh.
Chino. I grew up in Chino.
Got it. Yep.
No, I just started driving here, and I'm like, man, why would I drive in LA and deal with all the headache, all the people complaining? Just come here.
Yeah, no kidding. With my son and stuff, we drive through there. I'm like, oh man, it's like, no matter how you plan it, you're gonna end up in some type of traffic. It's crazy.
LA, yeah. Well,
to get north, like if you even want to drive to San Francisco, you got to go through LA or go crazy east.
So I'll tell you when to go. You got to go before 5, which means you got to leave
5
at
in the morning.
Yeah. Meaning you got to be out of LA by, like, you got to be on the road.
Yeah.
And like in Irvine by 5,
right,
in order to pass it.
It's crazy.
Right? Yeah.
We leave here like at 5 a.m. thinking we're gonna be good, and you end up right in the middle of it. And you're like, ah.
Or you go at night. Like,
or at night. Yeah.
I drive Uber, and I've noticed. Let me think. 7-ish, 8-ish, it dies down here.
Okay.
And same thing over there, 7-ish, 8-ish. By the time you leave here, it'll be dead. So you basically got to do the night shift if you want to leave. Or like just bite the traffic, take the 73 or something.
It's crazy.
Actually, you got to take the 5, so you can't even go along. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. You got to take the 15.
Yeah, because I've taken the 5 to the 73 to the 405, but at the end of it, you still have...
That 405 is nasty,
yeah.
And the 110, forget it. I think you're better taking the 15 all the way up.
Yeah. It's
15 to the 210.
It just seems so much longer doing that, but I guess it takes about... It's probably still quicker.
Okay, so I've done both. I think it's a difference of 30 minutes.
Is it really?
I don't think it... Because, look, if you don't get the traffic, you don't notice it. If you get the traffic, it's brutal.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But... I used to live in Temecula, so it's not fair because I'm not judging it from here. I'm judging it for Temecula.
Right.
So for Temecula, I would take the 15.
And it's easy to get Temecula from here. I mean, that's for, at least from Encinitas, it is. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's needed. Yeah, you have both choices. I would Google it and see what it says.
Yeah.
And I know if you don't take the 210, then you can go behind the 15 on the Palmdale. I think 138, and you can cut across, and that's just desert. It's kind of cool. It's different. It's not a highway, so you're gonna get a couple of stops. It's a little slower, but you're gonna go above and come back. But I think it hits the 5 around a little bit before Magic Mountain around Palmdale.
Okay.
Because I've done Uber rides where I cut back from that side too. Sometimes when there's traffic or the mountain's closed.
I've never taken that, so it gets you there right by the Six Flags?
No, before it.
Before it, okay.
It'll take you. Do you know where the 5 and the 14 and the 405 kind of all intersect?
Yeah.
It brings you right around there, and then a little bit further is Magic Mountain.
Okay. Yeah, that's right near Valencia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right near there.
You got it. Valencia's Magic Mountain, yeah. And then you go over the valley, and then it's flat.
Yeah.
You go back to work tomorrow?
Yeah, I work from home, so our company's on the East Coast.
Gotcha. Well, that's easier.
Yeah, just got to get on my computer. I got to do a bunch of calls tomorrow.
Nice.
Just kind of working today on the plane a little bit. Nothing too crazy.
Nice. Yeah, I literally moved my office into my car.
Yeah.
I was like, by the time I get home, I'm tired, and I'm like, you know what?
So you can just wait here and do it while you're waiting, get some stuff done.
Dude,
it's good, man.
Watch. I'm like literally in the background, but I'm not doing anything. I'm editing.
That's awesome.
This is like a smoke shop I saw where a guy was just smoking it up, but it was raining and it was all dark outside. I'm gonna shoot it. Let's go.
That's cool.
Yeah. So Uber and photography with this camera is just phenomenal. Because literally you can just shoot, edit, and upload, and then in between when I'm waiting on rides, now my time's not wasted.
Yeah, that's great, man. Yeah, you can be productive while you're waiting and still, that's great.
I couldn't figure it out because I get home, I'm tired, then I'm all motivated in the morning. I'm like, you know what? I gotta work an hour or two in the morning while I go, and then drive and then finish what I worked on throughout the day, and then blend the two. Because otherwise, dude, like months were going by, and I'm like, man, I'm not getting anything done. Then it's hard because you get stuck in your mind.
You do a lot of freelance work, like you do projects and.
So, well, I had a wedding photography business for 10, 15 years. I actually specialized in Indian weddings. With COVID, it kind of didn't do well. And then I took an opportunity where I said, you know, I'm driving Uber, let's just switch businesses. So now I freelance, but honestly, I'm trying to be an influencer on YouTube.
Okay.
So I create content, I put it up, and now I'm teaching people photo, video, whatever I can teach, and it's growing. You know, it's nice and slow. You get
subscribers.
You get subscribers. You get some monetization. I'm looking into sponsors and affiliate people that I can promote. So it's like a slow, gradual, fun business. Like it's coming along. I see it. I feel it. But like I don't know when the money's gonna come. So.
It's cool, man.
But I'll tell you, like right now, I get like 20, 30 people to comment every day on some videos. That just blows me away where like there's teenagers that are confused and they're like, oh my God, thank you for sharing this video. I had no idea it was like this. Now I know. Now I can go talk to my mom and dad. So it's like, it's knowledge, man. It's powerful.
It's awesome, man. It's always surprised me how quickly things can just go viral. You just don't even know, like something that you do and people suddenly are like, wow. And then you go from, 20 subscribers to whatever. Feels like it can happen really fast for whatever reason.
Well, okay, so there's an art to it. I'll break it down a little bit. Like I started a year ago. Actually, no, I opened my channel in 2008 when YouTube started with my first business.
Okay.
When that business finished about 2 years ago, I was like, you know what? I don't want to lose the 8,000 followers I have. So let's see if I can build on that and change the niche.
Yep.
So about a year ago, I started and I tested it. And for about 8-9 months, I saw a little bit of like certain videos were doing good. Then all of a sudden, one video just started blowing up. And I was like, hey, every time I talk about this subject, this video always does well. So let me just focus on this person for 1 month. Then my channel blew up.
Really?
So for 9 months, I did content about everything. In that, I realized there's one or two spiritual people that there's a message that's coming about spirituality, religion, Christ, and then, the Antichrist, and then, artificial intelligence. The person's name is Billy Carson. And then I made a video about like the origins of religion. So the subject was origins of religion. Person is Billy Carson. That blew up.
Wow.
So when I posted that same content for a month, I created a video that's 3 hours long. That video now has 60,000 views in less than a month.
No kidding.
So all I do now is the same content, same thing. I just shuffle it. Meaning, based on this, people are coming and people are liking it. So my subscribers went from like 2 months ago, I was getting 50 a week. Now I'm getting 50 a day.
Wow.
So from a week to a day, it just shifted. Now, the time I put in, about 1 year.
Okay.
So if I start a brand new channel, of course, I can make it do the same thing that I did in a year, maybe in half the time now. So I think any business can grow, but you need like a full-time, dedicated person that's like a master on YouTube. Not Instagram, Twitter. Sure. You want one that's just mastered it. And then I think YouTube and Google blog combo is where it's at.
Okay.
Yeah. Like TikTok, people do well, but it's fake. Like you can't generate income long term. Are you on social media in any of your business?
I am not, no. We have a management consulting company.
Okay.
Helping companies.
So it's like B2B.
Yeah, develop their. It's a federal market space, so you're highly regulated. We help you navigate the Washington, D.C.
You gotta stay clean. Gotcha.
So when is it like? At what's the level, if you don't mind my asking, around like where YouTube where you can really monetize?
Oh,
so is it they monetize by subscribers or
no? I'll tell you, it's 5 ways to make money. Okay, the first way is you have to get 1,000 subscribers.
Okay.
And 4,000 hours of all your videos watched. So, meaning someone has to watch 4,000 hours of your content.
Or combined, right? You're
combined.
Okay.
In 1 year. Now, if you can do that in 1 month, hallelujah. Like, you're good.
YouTube just strokes you a check? Or how?
No, I'll explain.
Okay.
Like, this is the minimum that you need to be able to make money. Okay. If you don't have 1,000 subscribers and you don't have 4,000 hours, YouTube's not going to pay you. Then you have to get money from sponsors or advertisers, but why are they going to give you money if you don't have anything, right? So the way YouTube pays you is 4,000 hours watched, 1,000 subscribers. I got that. Now, the first month when I got paid, the first day I was getting $1 a day.
Okay.
$1 a day for a week. After a week, I was getting $2 a day. Okay. By the third week, I was getting $3 or $4 a day. But you have to understand, my content was generating thousands of views.
Okay.
I've already been doing it, meaning I'm not somebody that's new coming in. I'm already pushing content that people are watching, and some of my videos were going viral. With that scenario, when I was allowed to make money, 1 week $1, second week $2, third week $3 to $4. So I was at about $40.
Okay.
Then I messed up.
Oh, really?
I clicked on my own ad. You can't click on your own ads. If you click on your own ad, you're basically paying yourself. Oh. So it's a loop. So Google warned me and banned me for, I think, 2 or 3 months. So
really?
now I can't make any money for 2-3 months. But when I come back, my second strategy is already set up. So now I have a website set up where I can sell merchandise, and I'm linking that gift shop. So now anybody on my YouTube channel that wants to support me, they can buy a mug or they can buy a shirt. And people support content creators like that. They'll spend $20 on something. So 1 is YouTube monetization. 2 is my shop that we just set up. 3rd is you get advertisers. 4th is sponsors. Like if I put an ad in my video and then I tell you to click on that link and then you go to my thing and you buy it, then I make a commission on the affiliate. Like let's say if you become a Netflix subscriber and I sent you, it's a small example. Netflix charges $10 a month. Well, I'll get $1 a month for the life of that contract.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Some people pay you $5 or $6 a month, and that's the contract that you want to go after.
Okay. Do they look for you, or do you find?
Oh, you have to find everybody.
You have to find. They don't like, hey, this guy is getting a bunch of views or whatever.
I'll tell you who's finding me. People in India and Pakistan that want me to use them and pay them to do what I'm doing. But sponsors and affiliates, you have to go out and you have to ask them.
Okay.
Once you get big, I think big is 40, 50,000 subscribers. I'm at 10,000, so I'm a small channel. I think if you can get to 25 to 50,000, you're good. You get to 100,000, you're solid. Because 100,000 means you got it, YouTube likes you, you like YouTube, and that's your life. That's when the sponsors come to you. Because now you're at a point where you can tell someone, hey, I'll put your ad in, give me $500. But now that ad will stay in there, and because as an affiliate I speak and I'm sending them to your nutrition, oh dude, that's gonna be good money for you. So I'm healthy, my skin looks good. Let's say I do a beard product, right? I'm an ideal candidate for it. I have a beard, I have a lotion. Let's say I'm bald, right? And I want to get that razor that shaves my head. That's my goal. So link myself with merchandise that I can talk about, that I use, that I know people would like. So now you're an influencer, you're a marketer, and now you got the funnel of YouTube done. Now, how long does it take? I think it's a 3-year goal. Okay. 3 to 5 years to be realistic. I'm 1 year in. I plan to make money this year, and then next year I want to streamline it where I want to stop driving Uber. I think some people can do it faster.
Okay.
Man, it got rainy all of a sudden.
Yeah, it did.
So there you go.
Cool, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Always never understood that.
And then the other thing is link it with your blog. Because YouTube is the #2 search engine, your blog is your website is the number one, and then you link the two, now you're getting both. Because now Google's paying you on your website as well as YouTube, and then combination of the two goes viral faster. What do you like to do in San Diego?
What's that?
What do you like to do in San Diego? Like your hobby or fun time?
Surf. I've been surfing more lately because when I was young, I was surfing a lot, and then my son's 15 and he plays a lot of golf. So I'm not good at golf, but I enjoy it. So I'm trying to get out in the water a lot more.
You use a wetsuit?
Yeah, during this time of year, I'd use a wetsuit.
So, with a wetsuit, is it a different kind of wetsuit you need for this, or the same one would work? Like, do you need a thicker wetsuit because it's colder right now?
Yeah, even though it's cold, like right now, the water stays pretty consistent here. Like, right around, obviously when the ambient temperature gets cold, it's going to be a little bit colder. That's what gets you cold as you're outside. But the water's generally around, 52, 58. In summer, it can get warmer. So I just have a 3 millimeter and 2 millimeter.
Oh, you have two different scales.
Yeah, it's like depending. I think it's I forget where the difference of thicknesses are, but it's thinner and around the shoulder areas, so you can paddle and stuff. So
got it. Okay. So certain spots are thicker, certain spots are thinner, so you have flexibility.
Yep.
Because otherwise, the thicker it is less mobile you're gonna be.
That's right. Yeah.
And then do you use your the stuff on your flippers or no?
No, not when I'm surfing.
You don't need to. Yeah, of course. Boogie boarding, right?
Yeah,
I'm a boogie boarder. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. No worries. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I enjoy it. I just literally just started, probably right before Thanksgiving, started going back out in the water, and then this weather hit. So, but it's been good.
It's great exercise, man. I'll tell you.
It really is. That's the other thing. Is that, as you get older, trying to stay in shape. It's like, and I enjoy being out in the water. So, why not do something you like?
Dude, you're doing all right. You're doing good. Yeah. It's tough. I was a big guy. I was like almost 300 pounds growing up.
Were you really?
Dude, I was a big guy.
300 pounds? Like you could be 300?
Dude, I was 6 feet, and I think I was 260, 270, and then I stopped counting after that. Because after that, I was like, I got to go down.
I'm not just unhealthy weight?
I was stressed.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happened. I stopped playing sports because I got married, introduced sex and food because your wife started cooking. And then, so I'm not married anymore, but I think
you get healthier.
While I was married, I was overweight. Okay. And then when I've been single, I think about 5-6 years. So in that, I've lost all my weight. So I don't want to blame it on the marriage.
Right.
But I couldn't control myself.
Yeah. Okay.
It was hard for me to control my eating habits. Like now, it's like I choose what I eat, and I choose to eat it because it's healthy. And if I make a mistake, it's like it's my choice. And then next day, I'm back to being healthy again.
Yeah.
But when you're in a relationship, it's like, what do you want? What do you want? And then I think I just couldn't make a decision.
Okay.
And I love food. Like I was an empath, and like I get stressed out. Yeah. And I didn't realize that till my 40s. Like, no, dude, food is stress eating. You don't want to do that.
Right.
Like I didn't drink, and I learned because when I started drinking when I was older, a friend of mine was like, she's like, hey Ahmed, you're not supposed to drink when you're stressed because then you depend on the alcohol. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I have a master's in psychology. Trust me, don't drink right now. Drink in a couple of days. I was like, all right. And then a couple of days we just went out, we had a casual drink. I'm like, you know what? This is way better because now I'm enjoying it. I'm not depending on it.
Yeah.
And then I stopped drinking after that. It's not crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. Look at this traffic. This is crazy.
That's probably it's just an accident or something right now. Well, it's 2 accidents.
Man. That's what happens here when it rains, though.
Dude, I've seen it. I have to be careful. There's too many accidents. I think I've seen like 4 or 5 big ones in the last few days. I mean, there's times where the cops aren't there, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get out.
Yeah.
What do you think about destiny? Do you think there's such thing as destiny, or we make our own destiny? We have free will.
That's tough, man. The easy answer is you want to believe it's a combination of both. But I could probably be sold either way, where that maybe choice is an illusion and that you're destined to do one thing or another. But that's a tough one. I have to ponder that a little bit more. But I guess I do think it's probably a little bit of both.
I agree.
That you go down a certain path, and it's like you can't just say, well, whatever happens is going to happen. I'll just be lazy and hopefully something positive will happen. I think that if you choose to just, there are choices involved, I'd say, and then from that, I guess it dictates, how things go. Because I think it'd be too easy just to be negative and go down a path of like, well, I don't want to do anything, and then because I'm already destined to be this. I don't know,
Like for example, if we had supplemental income, I think most people won't work. They'll just get fat and then just sit around, and like that's the scary thing.
Yeah.
So when it comes to destiny, I agree with you. I think it's a balance. I think there is a goal that we set before we are born. Personally, that's just my personal feelings. And then your destiny kind of gets you there, but you're allowed to go a little bit left, a little bit right.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you're way off, I think you just die.
Yeah.
I think it's over, and then round 2, try again.
Yeah.
What do you think about reincarnation?
Yeah, I want to believe, like, I was raised Roman Catholic, but I'm really not practicing.
It's a tough one for you then.
Yes, well, I do believe that there is some type of, I want to believe there's some type of afterlife, if you will, whether that be, whether that's reincarnated into something else or someone else. I refuse to believe that there's one religion that is the quote unquote right religion, and I think everybody has. I think you can be spiritual and believe in stuff and not step foot in a church. And you think if you live a good life, you're nice to people, I think that's all you can ask for.
Hallelujah.
It's interesting because I literally, not to just dwell on this, but I was supposed to be back yesterday, but a college buddy of ours passed before, like 3 days before Christmas. He had a heart attack, and he was, 2 teenage kids. Hadn't seen the guy in years, but it's just kind of one of those stark reminders that, like, I don't think that dude knew. I mean, he was playing soccer, and next thing you know, he's at home and he has a heart attack. And he's like, I don't think he knew that day was going to be the day that he passed away.
Yeah.
And it's that thing that you're like, man,
Okay,
I believe he's in a better place and all that, but yeah, man, it's tough.
Yeah, see, deaths like that are either you've finished your destiny or you're way off.
Yeah.
Because you're young. Because I feel like the body logically makes sense 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you look at the Bible, like some of these guys lived to 900 years, right?
Yeah.
Like some of that is true, right? Let's say if it's exaggerated, maybe 450 years, right? Like right now, a human can possibly live to 130, 140, 150.
Yeah. No, I mean, think about how old the human race is, right? If you're a creationist or whatever, you just say caveman days, for whatever reason, people were living till they were, for a myriad of reasons, health, disease, getting eaten by animals, living till you're, 20 was a long time. 30 years old was your ancient, and you think about now, say what the human race is like 1,000 years from now,
it's going up.
Think about, like, I think if you plotted, since times were being recorded, the average age of people in the world, I think you'd probably see a curve that was slowly increasing. And if you keep factoring that out, it wouldn't make, it's not unreasonable to think that 150 years isn't. That for whatever reason, a change in diet, a change in environmental conditions, technology, who knows what it's going to be, but I could see where people, we may not be us, but there probably is a future where people live longer. Maybe there's less people at that point, who knows?
I think we're at the cusp of it. I think it's our generation or our kids, because look, AI is here. and robots are here,
Mhm.
and everything's getting automated, which means we're gonna see it in a lifetime. I think. I think we're gonna see it in less than 10 years. It's just AI is advancing too fast.
Yeah.
Like even in your business, if you're not using it, you probably want to look into it.
Mhm.
The businesses that are automating and pushing, AI is doing 10 times the work, and imagine if you train it.
Okay.
Okay, back to reincarnation. So he passed away. I think and then the destiny question. Destiny, I agree with you, 50-50. Like there's a destiny, but we have choice and we deviate. But ultimately, I think we're trying to hit a goal. If not, like you're gonna suffer, you're gonna know, and then you're gonna die. And then reincarnation, I think so. Yeah, my personal belief is we do this over and over, man. This is like, look, if I drove and I'm driving Uber and like I've made like peace with my job and my life where I'm at, but there's still like what if I could have done this? What if I could have done that? And I could do it in this life, but my point is there's 9 billion other chances or 8 other billion people. Then there's billions of planets. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, right.
So me personally, I'm like, I think we choose to come here and we experience this, but it's like, think of it like there's a love story of Earth, and then there's your love story, and then there's my love story, and then there's a big love story unfolding right now.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I do think that there is. I think that what we think is a reality. There's probably more to it. There's probably a lot of the human species and just the world and the stars that we don't know shit about.
We don't know shit.
That,
we know very little. Yeah.
We will say, and I'll just throw an example. I don't know. Like we'll say that time travel is ridiculous or something shit like that. But if you think about it, I mean, you don't know. You don't know that you don't know that there's something out there that could make
That's outside
an individual invisible or make someone heal. Like you have no idea. I mean, what the current science says right now and what it's bound by, maybe there are no bounds and we just don't know it yet.
I agree. I completely agree. Time travel. Look, how do you know this guy's not time traveling?
Yeah.
Like he's in a car, right?
Yeah.
I'm in a car, but outside this car, it's outside of our control, right? And look, 2 timelines are not meeting, right? Look, I'm in my own timeline. He's in his own timeline.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree. But it's too easy to kind of get caught in your normal day-to-day life and not really think about anything. It's very easy to just do work stuff and live and not be cerebral and try to think about, man, what if there is other things,
Well, I'm like the opposite. Like I drive, so that's all I think about. I swear, I'm all like philosophical.
It's great, man.
And I'm like, but I've realized for me, I feel better when I'm half spiritual and half working, meaning half into matter and half into the spirit world. Like I like that balance, like destiny, like the balance, right?
Yeah.
When I'm too spiritual, it doesn't feel right. When I'm too into work and money, dude, something happens and you got to pay a bill and you're like, what, man, I just worked 5 days for no reason.
Right.
Meaning you got to have that balance.
For sure. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Like, I'll give you a weird example. I had, like, my mom helped me with some financial trouble, and it was child support, some bill I have to pay, and she's like, fine, I'll give you $5,000, I'll pay it, don't ever mess it up again. And I was like, no problem. She helped me, she paid it, but in the next few months, like, 2-3 other things happened where the same amount went into a different credit card. So for me, I realized, wait a minute, if someone else helps you with your own debt that the universe doesn't want you to have, it's going to balance out.
Right.
And I swear that's what happened. Then I realized, you know what? No one can help you with what you are in. You have to build and get out of whatever rut you're in yourself. And you have to earn it, because it's like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like my debt and my responsibility might not just be from this life. It could be generations of stuff that I'm here to heal.
Yep. That makes sense. Yeah.
Man, it was a hard realization, man. Because it was like there's times where you're vulnerable and money doesn't come and you're like, what more can I do? I'm working.
Yep.
Then you realize, holy shit, that's the test. You got to bow down, show grace, and relax and understand, like, this moment will pass, and don't attach.
Yeah.
So my conclusion about life, it's a game, man. It's a nice, real video game.
Yeah.
And when we go, it's like we're gonna say, oh my God, let's go do it again.
Right. Yeah, man, it is. It's cliche, but it is. You just don't, you don't know. It's short. Could be long. Just enjoy it, hopefully.
Yeah, enjoy what you have and learn.
Yeah.
And process and discern. Like I'm similar to you. I grew up as a Muslim, and then in my 40s I kind of backed off, where I was like, oh my God, I gave you everything I have, and it just still doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
There's just too many red flags. Backed off, studied all the other religions, and realized, oh my God, everyone is talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
You just need to be nice. You need to care. You need to be loving.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't need someone to tell you thou shalt not kill anymore.
Right. Right.
It's funny. I studied it deeper. Like, I got to a point where I realized that Egyptian Book of the Dead talks about 42 laws of Ma'at. It's like a female goddess, and what she said eventually became the 10 Commandments.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Wow. And the link was this: the 42 laws are: I will not kill, I will not cheat, I will not steal, I take responsibility. Not God said.
You're right.
When it came into the Bible and Moses, it became God said, thou shalt not. God said, don't do this. God said, don't do this. So it just flipped it inside out.
Wow.
And when it got flipped, same thing happened when it came to Islam. Hey, Muhammad said this, Allah said this, don't do this, and the angel said this. And if you don't, you're going to hell. No, hell can't be worse than this.
Right, right.
That's when I realized, okay, what if we are in heaven and we are in hell and everyone screwed it up and God sent us here to fix this and make it into a physical heaven.
Yeah. That could be the case, right? We might already be there. You don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on, think about it. Like in Islam, there was like, when you die, you might go to heaven or hell. I'm like, no. What if you're in heaven or hell right now? They don't have an answer for it.
Right. That's a good point. This could be the place that,
like a purgatory.
Yeah.
See, Islam says the same thing. They call it, I forgot what the word is, but English translation is purgatory. They say after you die,
yeah,
if you don't make it to heaven, 50-50 chance. Then you go to a purgatory, and then you do that over and over and over and over. I'm like, aren't we just doing that right now? Like every day, the same thing over, like Groundhog's Day?
It's quite possibly could be, right? It is. It's very easy to think about.
Here's the thing, we'll never know. I don't think anyone's going to know. But it's fun to think about it.
What fascinates me is, like, when you talk about, like, throughout history and things that are written down and whether it's written in the Bible, whether it's written in the Quran. I mean, the translation from stuff to actually putting on paper, there could be bias. And just because it's written down doesn't mean it's true or it's untrue. It's actually a physical thing that had to happen from somebody. And again, through time, like just a stupid example. What if that person was just having a bad day writing the stuff down and they wanted to write? So you don't know. No one knows how something manifests. You feel like there's, along all those things historically, there's truth that lies in there, in what you're reading, and then there's things that may or may not be true, and you just don't know, and it's just kind of part of the journey, I guess.
I agree with you. I think it's written in metaphors where you have to discern.
Yeah.
Like they said, Jesus walked on water. Okay. Some people took it literally, some people take it symbolically. I think the answer is in between.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
And I think there is some truth to it, but man has changed it.
Yeah.
And dude, the Bible's the oldest freaking book, right? That it was written and parchment paper, then it was copied, and then there's the King James version, and then it got changed over and over and over and over. So it's telling you like, hey, this is some truth, but look, we've changed it over and over and over. Now it's up to you to figure out what your truth is.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of it, because everyone is going to interpret it different.
Yeah.
And if you can't, okay, that's what I like about the Vedas, which is the Indian books. The Indian books say, hey, you're supposed to interpret it because we want you to think. And every single person's interpretation is different. Whereas the Quran is like, no, we told you. And if you don't follow what we say, then you're going to hell. And I'm like, nah.
It just doesn't seem like, though, it should be whatever, like, even with like, it doesn't seem like any of those books or, like, extremism shouldn't be in the, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be, it'd be hard pressed to think that in history, like, you have to follow something exactly right. Otherwise, like, you know, it's
there's
black
no
or it's white.
There's no creativity. There's
that
no
seem
organic.
Like that would be, that just doesn't seem normal.
But here's the thing. It's the way we get brainwashed. Like, like in Islam, they wake us up when we're 5, 6 years old to pray at 5 in the morning. Like, you can't sleep. So we're freaking disciplined, right? Like we're disciplined. Like, you can't take the holy book and put your feet towards it because you're going to go to hell. Like, I'm scared shitless that, oh my God, I sat my back to the holy book. Now, that discipline carries in your life, but Islam leaves.
Yeah.
So I think what I learned is the discipline and respect of mankind and people and God. Yeah. I don't know what's... Oh, okay, it's on this side.
Yep.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I think I've learned that, like, the discipline is what Islam gave me. But yeah, the religion, yeah, it's 50-50, bro.
Yeah.
Look at it. Jews, Christians, and Muslims all are monotheistic, all about one religion, but all got split.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Then Islam got split. Then Christians got split. Then Jews got split. Then I'm like,
Like, yeah, that's kind of my point earlier. Like, which one is quote unquote more right? Which one is the right one? Who's doing right? Maybe nobody's doing it right. Maybe everybody is just, you know, goes back.
Maybe that's where it got corrupted.
Yeah.
It was all right until man said, "Hey, this book."
Yeah, you have to go this way. This is the way to go, and we injected personal, you know, bias and beliefs, and you know, influenced by someone who is stronger, who had a stronger voice, who was more physically. You just never know. It's weird. I just, you know, just do me. Try to be a good person, and whatever happens, happens.
You know what would be weird is like if every human is like a part of the same soul, right? When we die, but when we're here, we're just split into 8 billion parts, and we just don't know, right? But when we die, we're like, oh shit, we're the same dude.
Yeah.
That would be funny. I think before religion, it was, I have to study paganism. I don't really understand it. Like, what is paganism? I think it's witchcraft and magic and stuff, maybe. But I'm not sure.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the side I haven't studied too much. Oh man, it's green, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, there's still land out here. That's crazy.
There is. This is but there's like little communities that you'll find. But this area is.
Where are we, in Oceanside?
No, we're in Encinitas.
Oh, we're in Encinitas. Okay, yeah, because you're away from the ocean. Oh no, Encinitas is by the ocean.
Yeah, just to the.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking Encinitas. My bad. I'm thinking Encinitas, man. I get Encinitas and Encinitas confused. And then there's one more. There's like a third one too.
Yeah, Encino, I think.
Oh. Dude, it's rare to see San Diego like this, man.
Yeah, I like it. It's a change. I mean, I wouldn't like it if it was like this all the time, but it makes you feel like there's seasons here. And
hey, I actually think in the mountains you get 4 seasons.
Yeah, that's true.
I get snow, I get summer, I get fall, and I'm pretty sure that whatever I'm missing, spring. Oh, there it is. I've been looking for this mouse, and I've been putting my hand there, not even realizing it. I can't find it.
Okay.
I was going like this. I'm like, where did it go? Hey, Edgar, it was nice talking to you, man.
It was nice talking to you, man.
Yeah.
Be safe while you're out here, dude.
Thank you.
Heading back south?
I'll probably. I'm not gonna go that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just probably end up back at the airport.
So this left right here.
So I got a joke for you.
What's that?
My name is Ahmed, right?
Uh-huh.
And one time I wrote it, I told a lady at Starbucks. She said, "What's your name?" And I said, "I am Ed." I said, "Ahmed." She thought I said, "I am Ed," so she wrote Ed. So now my nickname has always been Ed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so when you said Edgar, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna tell him my joke. I am Ed, like Ahmed. But when I say it slow, I'm Ed. Ahmed. I am Ed.
I'm Ed. It's funny because my name is Edgar, but my friends call me Joe. So my parents decided to give me a nickname.
Oh, yeah.
But I am Ed. It's been interesting. It's the very top on the right by the fire hydrant.
Man, it feels like I've been here. I've been to a place like this where it had like a weird parking lot in the middle.
Yeah, it's a little island.
It's different. I like it. Oh, this is so different. I've never seen it. Yeah. This is rare, right?
Yeah, it's a nice little small neighborhood
Is it
right
this
here,
one?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Ahmed, thank you so much.
You are welcome. You have stuff in the back?
I do. I just
Okay.
got one big bag. I can grab it.
You got it? Okay.
Yes, sir, I got
All right. You have a nice one.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Same to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, merely state facts.
Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. The playlist is linked in the description below. I am your humble host, Ahmed Mustafa Ahad.